Hi all, this is Dr. Shanthi, Professor, ECE, RMK College of Engineering and Technology. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about body area networks. A body area network, also referred to as wireless body area network or a body sensor network or a medical body area network, is a wireless network of wearable computing devices. Body area networks are wireless networks composed of wearable or implantable devices or sensors that monitor physiological parameters and support health-related applications. Now, when I say physiological parameters here, it refers to temperature, heart rate. Few examples. They have the potential to revolutionize healthcare by enabling anytime and anywhere health monitoring and actuation. Wireless body area network is a short-range wireless network of wearable computing devices. Body area network consists of heterogeneous sets of nodes that can sense, actuate, compute, and communicate with each other through a multi-hop wireless channel. Band devices may be embedded inside the body as implants or pills. They can be surface mounted on the body in a fixed position or may be accompanied devices which humans can carry in different positions such as in clothes, pockets, or by hand or in various bags. Each band has a controlling entity called as the base station which collects and processes data for the band. All the sensors in the band communicate the data they collect to the base station at regular intervals. Bands can vary in size from a network of few nodes to a large network with a few hundred sensor nodes. A body area network collects, processes, and stores physiological signals such as electrocardiogram and blood pressure, activities such as walking, running, and sleeping, and it also monitors environmental parameters such as ambient temperature, humidity, and presence of allergens. It monitors all physiological activity and environmental parameters from the host body and its immediate surroundings and can even actuate treatment such as drug delivery on the basis of data collected. These networks are increasingly crucial or critical for healthcare, wellness monitoring, sport performance optimization, and chronic disease management. Bands have been developed for monitoring soldiers on the battlefield, managing patients in the forward locations in a disaster-hit region, emergency management, elder care, and rehabilitation purposes. The development of band started around 1995 with the idea of using wireless personal area network technologies to implement communications on, near, and around the human body. A wireless personal area network is a type of personal network that uses wireless communication technologies to communicate and transfer data between the user's connected devices. About 6 years later, the term BAN, that is BAN, came to refer to systems where communication is entirely within, on, and in the immediate proximity of a human body. A wireless body area network system can use WPAN wireless technologies such as gateways to reach longer ranges. Through gateway devices, it is possible to connect the wearable devices on the human body to the internet. This way, medical professionals can access patient data online using the internet independent of the patient location. Now this diagram very clearly depicts the band, which means that you have many sensors here. See here, this is a sensor for ECG. This is an SpO2 sensor which measures saturated oxygen level. Then this is a sensor for measuring the body temperature. This is a sensor for measuring the body pressure, and all these sensors, they collect the data and they send it to the body control unit. Now this body control unit or the base station, it processes the data and it can even give a feedback. Now if the feedback is given, there is an insulin pump which can inject the insulin into the human body. The components of a band. Now, as stated earlier in the previous slides, a body area network is nothing but it is a set of computing devices, right? Now here in this slide is going to show us the various components of a band. First one is sensors. The sensors measure physiological signals such as heart rate, blood pressure and glucose level. Now what are actuators? The next set of components are going to be actuators. They are concerned with delivering therapy or responses. Example, insulin pumps, or you can have electrical stimulation. Now insulin pumps are nothing but they inject insulin into the human body based on the blood glucose level of a patient. Now in the case of a neurological patient, they require electrical stimulation quite often in order for their brain to be active. So that is how you have what are called as actuators. Then the next component is going to be called as central processing unit. The purpose of the central processing unit is which you call even as a hub. It processes data from the various sensors, does some processing, communicates with the external world, and it can even give a feedback to the sensors and actuators. This figure shows the various communication standards used with the body area network. Now we are all familiar with what is Wi-Fi, what is Zigbee, what is Bluetooth, and the most acceptable standard for body area network is IEEE 802.15.6. Now talking about the applications of band, right? A band in place on a patient can alert the hospital even before they have a heart attack through measuring changes in their vital signs. This is the first application, right? It can monitor the patient, it can measure the patient's vital signs and prevent major problems, right? A band on a diabetic patient could auto-inject insulin through a pump as soon as their insulin level declines. A band can be used to learn the underlying health state transitions and dynamics of a disease. Other applications of this technology include sports, military, or security. This diagram shows a hospital environment where a body area network is involved in monitoring the health of a patient. Now this slide shows various other applications of a body area network where a body area network can be used that is in the case of a sports person, monitoring the various activities of a person. So all this slide shows a pictorial representation of various applications of a body area network. Now this picture shows how where you see this is a sensor for monitoring the glucose, right? Now based on the glucose monitoring, if it is required to inject insulin, then we have a control algorithm which actuates this insulin pump so that insulin is injected into the patient. Now I have put this slide is showing the broad applications of band, healthcare and medical monitoring. So remote monitoring of vital signs such as heart rate, blood pressure, glucose levels and oxygen saturation, personal fitness tracking, device track physical activity and fitness metrics, assisted living, supporting independent living for elderly and disabled individuals, and lastly, in military and sports performance optimization, enhancing physical performance and safety for soldiers and athletes.